And then I was at Walmart. If you count sometime in the last 3 months as recently. When I grew up in my household, in anybody's household, about the best you could get at first was Pong. We got a Pong. Later out, they came out with the Atari VCS and the 2600, and with all of its goofy little cartridges, and we had that. But I was already like 12, 13 or more by the time that came out. And so the consoles that I actually played with when I was younger were the ones when I was in high school. When I was in high school, and in high school, you see, I started drinking when I was like 12, and I didn't stop until I was like 38 or 36 through 38, can't remember exactly. And I only stopped because I was going to die. But during that time, when I was younger, I was also smoking marijuana, starting about 4th grade until my parents caught me when I was about 17-ish. And that was the end of my pot smoking as a youth. But over at my friend's house, where we went to party every weekend, where it didn't matter, I was 15, 16, you know, we went there every weekend, and I got hammered on beer or whatever we did, and we smoked on pot all the time, and I was just, I was hammered all the time. It was great. But he had an Intellivision. That is the console that I grew up on, an Intellivision, and others of that kind. We also were feeding quarters into the arcades constantly. We started off with Space Wars because that's all it was. Then it went up to, Space Invaders, asteroids. Because I remember when there weren't anything at all. And then we just poured quarters into those. And then they had arcades everywhere, but it was just filled with thousands of quarter sucking machines, except it was thousands across the nation, just up to like anywhere between 10 to 30 in an arcade in a time. But I happen to be at Walmart today, and they make a million billion of these things, and they count on people like me to make their money. It's the INTELLIVISION Flashback. I bought that because it comes as a soda with 60 built-in games. I grew up on games doing stuff like it's got Utopia on and such. And what I really like about this is it's got the actual controllers that are like the actual controllers that came at the time. It's got the actual overlays that you put in, because these are weird bloody things. What the hell? Let's turn this into an unboxing, huh? Because I haven't opened it yet. This is an unboxing. If I can figure out how to open it. Aha! See, the problem is you got to be smarter than the box. And right there, I'm at an automatic disadvantage. Oh, okay, we got these Walmart brand death protection stickers. On one we opened up this thing, we see that it come with operating instructions, which is good. It's kind of nice to know how to do it. It tells you like how to put in the overlays and stuff. And wow, page after page of actual overlays. Why are they just showing you the overlays in here? What am I supposed to do? Cut them out? Oh my god, yes I am. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the first page is instructions. And then the next page, oh wow, it says the keypad, buttons, and the directional control disc cannot be operated simultaneously. However, the action buttons and directional disc can be. I don't know if that's an Intellivision flaw or the at games thing. But it's got overlays slip under the keypad frame and over the keys as shown. They provide a visual guide to what the controller keys do in each game. There are a limited number of actual overlays included in this package. Images of all of them can be found on the next few pages. To purchase additional overlays, go to INTELLIVISIONGames.com. It is advised that you use or refer to the overlays during your gameplay. So it's just if you don't purchase the overlays, it's got page after page after page of what the overlays are, so you can at least look at the overlay while you're playing and looking at the blank thing. Oh, we're gonna look at all this stuff again real soon. Don't worry. And then it shows how to connect it with an AV cable, connect the controller, play the game, cord protection. And then all the various built-in games summarized, complete and detailed instructions. Go to Intellivision. Oh, will you find all the original manuals for the games? PDF forms, I would assume. Not that they made PDFs back then. What does PDF stand for? Portable document format? Pungent duck farts? I don't know. Probably not pungent duck farts, though. And my apologies for the first thing I could come up with from the top of my head with pungent duck farts. That's awful. Well, I wonder if there are any overlays in here at all. Look at the actual, oh yeah. I don't know how many there are. I'd have to count them. And you know what? I don't really feel like doing that. I think it says on the oh, it just says limited edition overlays inside, but it doesn't say how many. Unless it says on that, which it don't. But I mean, this is a lot of overlays. But then there's also 2 overlays per, so that you can play 2-player. So really, there's only half as many overlays as it would seem. Which, I'm not going to complain, the fact that it's got any overlays at all. Because this is just like what came with the original machine. It had all the overlays you put in, and then you press those. In fact, I'm not going to be able to show you any games, but I don't have I need to get, if I ever get a powerful enough computer that I can do more than what I'm doing now. Recording games is almost past this capability. But it's got this part here, thank goodness that just popped up, I don't know how. These plug into, it's got video and mono, because it's only got the one output for audio. And then this is it. It's got it doesn't even need to be this big, but they're going for nostalgia again. I'm quite sure the actual motherboard for this thing is probably smaller than the motherboard that goes inside the electronic watch. But it's got your start and reset. And that's where those plug in. AV out. Power. Yeah, you had to not slam, you put the cartridges in here. Yeah, that plugs into your TV. It's too bad it doesn't do HDMI. Honestly. Okay, we've got this one. A pretty mondo power adapter. Wow, actually it's not that mondo. but it's minor Mondo. Kind of mini Mondo. Mini Mondo. So I've got that overlay I want to show you. Then there's you and then the box is done. There's nothing left in this box except for air. Oh! God! Shit, that hurt. Oh. My apologies. This bloody arm. It hasn't even been a week that this thing is going, and the compensating on the other muscles is just so painful. And I of course dropped one of my thingies here, so my apologies. So I would take this tying gauge here. It's not a very good unboxing. My apologies. I've never unboxed before. I've never taken off my boxers for the public before. That was loud. Oh, this is like one of those regular Atari controllers. So that pops in the front, and then I think these are a little bit, yeah, these are bigger than the originals. Oh. And the cord comes off the top. I believe the cord came off the bottom of the original. But you take your overlay. Oh, I'm trying to bloody hand. Take your overlay. Just like with the INTELLIVISION. Slide it into place. And then when you turn on the game, you've got your two action buttons. These top action buttons on the regular INTELLIVISION, these both did the same thing. And then these were both separates. So this was like you had effectively was like a A, B, and then both of these were a C. But you know, for this particular game, these are 4 fire buttons, and then you've got your auto fire, single shot, hyperspace, and then you move, of course, with this. And that was the weirdest controllers to use, but it's astonishingly wonderful. Not because of the actual machine, and even the games themselves, the graphics were just... But that's not the thing. As we all know, the graphics aren't what's important. They can't be back then. They could never be important. What was important, and is important, and why the AAA people are having so much trouble with their games, because they don't understand this. Gameplay is key. It is king. It is #1, numero uno. The game can look like total dog if the bloody thing has great gameplay. And that's what they had to have back then. Thumbs up. Thank you very, very much. Thank you for watching this. If you've liked what you've seen, like what you saw, toss me a like, that'd be great. If you haven't subscribed, that'd be awesome. If you did. And if you have subscribed, it'd be cool if you shared. Any comments, write them below, that'd be awesome. Any day soon, I'm going to get my links fixed under the Show Me section. Still more. Because I don't know when I'm going to be able to get the surgery done. And it's going to be at least a full week of a splint on there where I can't do a thing with that hand. Which is, once again, thank goodness, I am 99% ambidextrous. The only thing that's a problem with this hand is I have to think when I write instead of just writing. So I write slowly with my left. Other than that, in fact, I am better at my left than I am at my right with a lot of stuff. So it's not going to be that much better. So you take care, and I will see you on the very next flip side. And I mean it.